Hello and welcome to the ICT Pulse podcast. I'm Michelle Marius, your host and the editor and publisher of ICT Pulse, the online platform where we discuss ICT issues from a Caribbean perspective. Today we'll be talking about one of the most recognizable brands in the world, Samsung. Globally, Samsung is known for mobile phones and is the top-selling brand in the world, well ahead of Huawei, Apple, and others. It is also one of the most innovative companies in the world and is a recognized leader in areas such as screen technology, batteries, and chip design. Samsung's phones are extremely popular in the Caribbean due to their quality, which has resulted in a loyal following. Further and perhaps equally important is the fact that Samsung offers a wide variety of phones at a broad range of price points, which has strengthened its footing in the region. So we are thrilled to have an opportunity to discuss not only Samsung's experience in the Caribbean market, but also innovation at Samsung and trends that might influence the company and the wider smartphone market in the coming years. To guide us through the world that is Samsung, we have Gianmarco Leri, product manager for Samsung Electronics, who is based in Miami and focuses on the Caribbean market. Gianmarco, welcome to the ICT Pulse podcast and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. As you know, the Caribbean market is very important for Samsung, so it's very a joy to be here to answer any question regarding the future and about Samsung, anything that you like.
Excellent. And I'm going to hold you to that. So let's jump right in. So, Gianmarco, what can we expect from Samsung in the Caribbean in 2019?
So as you know, for Samsung, the Caribbean is very important, especially this year that it marks our 50 years as an anniversary as a company. And we have created a new series, which is called the A series. We are transitioning all of our J and A devices and merging them together and creating this new series, which they will have premium-like specs and more like sweet spots of prices, which will be more appealing to the Caribbean with the end designs, the colors, the screens, and the battery, the memory. So we are transitioning and being more innovative and making more groundbreaking devices that are coming now in 2019.
Okay. Just to be clear, so the J series, from what I understand, was a more budget-friendly series. And now that it's being incorporated into the A series, is it that we are going to have certainly better quality products in terms of the features and capabilities, but some at the price point will not change unduly?
So the price points about this new A series are going to be better than the J series and with better specifications about the phone. Better battery, better screen, better memory, and more stuff, more premium like stuff that you can do on the phones like AR emoji. We're putting these premium experiences that we have on our S series and on our Note series into these devices, which we are sure that in the Caribbean it will be a hit. And also coming in 2019, as we all know, the Note 10 is coming, and also the Fold is coming, which is the new innovation, groundbreaking innovation that Samsung is doing for 2019.
Excellent. How were Samsung's sales in the Caribbean region in 2018?
Although we don't have any sales numbers to share currently, we're excited to see the momentum continue to grow of our latest flagship devices. We appreciate the continued support and loyalty, of course, of our Galaxy users in every market. We listen to customers' feedbacks and we reflect on that feedback in products and services that we can deliver with the smartphones experience and also with the scale of our business and capability, our agility to listen and learn. And we believe that we will continue to grow in those markets in every year to come.
Okay, understood. And what has been Samsung's most popular devices globally, but also specifically in the Caribbean region over the past year or so?
Well, as you know, we hold a large market share in the Caribbean for Samsung devices. If you do a poll in the Caribbean, out of 10 people, you will see that we stand out in that quality, right? We are very strong in the Caribbean. As you know, we are very strong in all of our series, right? The Note is very strong. The Galaxy S is very strong, but it's particularly in the Caribbean, they are very strong. Our premium series, but none other than the J series has given us a lot of strength in the Caribbean, and is giving us a strong market share in the Caribbean, and we are focused and to give the Caribbean the best that we can, a large range of different products and profiles tailored to the need of each one of them that are in the Caribbean.
Okay. And I guess hopefully that will continue as the A series expands and is rolled out.
Correct. So that is our goal, right? We want this new A series to be exactly what our customers are asking for in the Caribbean. I know personally it's going to be wonderful. The specifications, like it's been said about these devices, are better. The prices are better, and our clients in the Caribbean are going to be very happy of what Samsung is doing to better and surpass any expectations and continue to groundbreak with new experiences and premium like qualities in every phone.
Understood. And I mean, you clearly, from what you're saying, Samsung does focus on the consumer. So, what does Samsung think of the Caribbean consumer?
Well, the Caribbean consumer for Samsung is extremely important. Like I said, we have a strong market share in the Caribbean. And for us, we want to introduce smartphones that we hear what people want, and we want to keep pleasing the Caribbean market and keep growing and keep maintaining our status. And of course, we need the support of the Caribbean people to maintain. So we, of course, we have to innovate and groundbreak with new devices like this upcoming A series, the Note 10, the Fold, the S10. As you saw, it was a huge hit in the Caribbean, and we want to continue to do this in this year and years to come.
Okay. And can you point to any specific feedback that you got from the Caribbean consumer that I guess, for all intents and purposes, Samsung took on board and it is influencing how the products are being designed now?
Well, the Caribbean, they want premium like qualities in every range of devices, right?
Hmm.
So we as Samsung, we heard them. We heard what they want. They want better cameras in mid-range devices. They want better battery in mid-range devices. There's groups and sweet spots of prices in our range of devices. So people also want to have those experiences of our premium devices in our mid-range devices, and we heard that. We heard that from the Caribbean, and we're gonna make this happen. And with this new A series, the Caribbean will see that we're making it happen. And for those who like the Note series coming up, it's gonna come with a tons of new um, qualities and camera features and everything with a pen that it's coming. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic.
That's wonderful. And I also wanted to get a sense of sometimes, especially for Samsung, which is a Korean company, coming into a new market, and here it is that it has come into the Caribbean. Do you have a sense, and certainly even from your own experience being in the field for a while, what might be some of the, I guess, unique issues or quirks that probably Samsung had to grapple with in coming to the Caribbean region?
Yes, of course. We have to first get to know the market, right? What people like, what people want to see in their phones, what will keep people buying this phone every year or changing the phone every year. And everything starts with the technology of innovation, right?
Hmm.
So we went ground broke in the Caribbean, and we listened first to what people were buying, what they didn't like, the pricing, the specs of the phone, and we created the lineups necessary to please the customer and to obtain a market share in this market. And I think for a while now, we have proved that with the lineups that we have introduced in the Caribbean, that we are very strong in the Caribbean as far as market share. So we have listened, we have gathered every information that we needed, and we will continue to be strong in the Caribbean. And that is a goal that we it goes beyond innovative technology. It means like we innovate the human experience with our devices.
Absolutely. Yeah. And on that word innovation, let's now step into the role that innovation plays at Samsung. How would you express that to our audience?
Well, it's our main vision. It's our main vision, and our main goal is every year to innovate technology, innovate everything that we can. Because as you know, for us, we are always the first to innovate something, and then come the rest. We always are the first ones to introduce the new specs. Uh, let's say, for example, IP68. IP68, which is a water and dust resistant feature, for us is a standard, and for a lot of other competitors, for them it's like it's a new technology. They're starting to introduce
Mm.
us, but for us, for a while, has been a standard. So we've been always number one in getting our innovative technology first out there for our clients, and everything for the best experience that the customer can get. And for so innovation for Samsung is the number one goal. So our customers and clients can see that we are dedicated on giving them the best.
Understood. And from your perspective, I mean, clearly you're based in Miami, and I guess a lot of the actual innovation on the products themselves happens in South Korea or in other markets where they have those sorts of facilities. But how do you feel, and what is your experience in terms of how the innovative culture that Samsung probably has tried to foster? How is that demonstrated to you as an employee of Samsung?
Well, the innovation is demonstrated to me via that I know the process of various process that each device takes, and the voice heard from Samsung, from its clients, and the deep consideration and that they hear of what people want and what people can imagine that they want in the future, and they make it happen. So for us, for me, Samsung has shown me that they take these steps very seriously when it comes to innovation.
Okay. Let's just move on to some of the trends and where you think that the industry is going, or where Samsung thinks that the industry is going. Are there any, trends that are likely to influence how Samsung is creating the products and services going forward?
Well, as you know, we're always going to change with how the market goes, and we've been willing to do that for years. And our trend is always going to be that we are number one, and we're going to innovate, and we're going to please our clients.
Mhm.
We're going to put the best quality product out there, and that is, I mean, Samsung sells over 500 million devices globally each year. So our vision is to keep a billion people connected, and innovate devices that will come reality. We have heavily invested in underlying technologies to drive convergence. We have committed $22 billion in investment over the next 3 years to come. And of course, are advancing our technology, including AI, and as you can see right now, 5G.
Yes, yes. So we're just talking about 5G for a few minutes. When might we begin to see 5G devices in the Caribbean?
Well, if you saw the release of the S10, 5G was a subject in the release of the S10, and we, of course, the 5G will reach the United States first, and it will reach after the other regions.
Mm.
I wish I had a date for you to concrete it, but I know it's going to be this year. I don't know which date.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll certainly be looking out for it to see, when those devices might become available.
Yes. As you also know, the antennas and all of that play a huge part of the technology, right? Of coming into to the Caribbean, of course, the carriers and all of that.
Hmm. Definitely. So yeah, but and certainly the pressure will be on them to also bring it to the market. At least ensure that the technology is there that can support it.
Correct, correct.
But this seems to be just quite exciting times, and I guess we see that Samsung certainly is taking the lead in some respects in that regard.
Definitely, we definitely are, and always, like I said, we always want to be number one, the first one to be there, and everybody else, as you know, they try to follow us and copy us, but we understand that we know how to play this game, and that's why we're the number one in the world, and we will continue to be because we're innovative and we always present our best products all the time first.
Understood. So, just as much as we had spoken about innovation within Samsung and the customer, I also just want to get a sense of how customer attitude and behavior is probably influencing how Samsung is creating the products and services going forward. I mean, are there any specific things? I recognize that we spoke about the Caribbean consumer and the fact that they want to have quality products at reasonable prices, better cameras, and so on and so forth.
Correct.
But I just generally, I would like to have a sense as to what other trends in consumer attitude and behavior that Samsung is thinking about and how it might be shaping products and services into the future.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. You know, it's always hard to please everybody, but we are making it our effort in our investments to please everybody in each quality of every device. So we are creating a range of devices that are for everybody, right? So if you like this of a device, we'll have it. If you like this of another device, we'll have it. So we are hearing from all over the world, in every region. We meet every year, various times, hearing the people, hear other PMs, hearing other regions of what people want or what the market wants, and we're uniting all of this in creating the best innovative devices for every region in the world.
Okay, so question then. So do you think that the cameras, there's still an emphasis, for example, on increasing and improving cameras in mobile devices, or is there a sense that the consumer is getting satisfied with the quality of the cameras in the device?
Yes, 100%. This is a camera age, the selfie world. You know, the selfie. It's a camera era, you might
Yes.
say. And we in Samsung, we are creating the best cameras that we can for every device. If you've seen the cameras of the S10, those are amazing cameras. You have the 123 degrees I can see view. You have live focus. You have a tons of feature that we have in our cameras that are there are you're the best experience that you can get. We'll have in our cameras.
Hmm. And what about in terms of security? Because it's all well and good that somebody pays a lot of money for the S10, and you hope that the security features are top notch. And what has been the thought and consideration where that has been concerned?
The security of our phones are number one. As you know, our phones run with Knox security.
Mm.
That's number one. And also, we have ultrasonic fingerprint display in our S10. We have the pattern, we have the pin, and we have the face recognition. So we have all of these security measures that it will take for your device to be unsecure. Also, in the device, because of Knox, you can have hidden folders. So it's like having two phones in one phone.
Mm.
So anything that you want to keep secure, anything you will keep in this phone, and nobody else can see it but you, right? With your security questions and passwords.
Understood. And what about in terms of like the actual size of the phones? I think that sometimes with all of these experiences we have, that the phones have been getting larger. People have been doing more on the phones. They don't necessarily mean they may not need a tablet anymore as a separate device. Where do you think the size of phones is going?
Well, that question is great because nobody is pleased anymore with a small phone that is shorter than 6 inches.
Mm,
You still have that market, but nobody else wants that because nowadays people are using their phones more and more in their lives to watch movies, to watch shows. They want to do their emails on their phone. They want to have a larger screen, and also gaming. Gaming, the huge gaming world on the phones is growing like no other. So people want bigger screens so they can play games in their phones. It's incredible, and we are hearing it, and we're doing everything we can to have bigger screens. As you know, the A series will, the smaller device, the A10, for example, is 6.2 inches.
okay, wow.
So you so we are listening, we are gathering everything that we can to please our customers, and yeah, the screen is a factor, and we are creating bigger screens in our phones because people, or people know our customers want bigger screens, and we want to have the feature there for them.
Okay. Are there any other customer wants that you all have been addressing? We've discussed the camera, the security, the size. Any others that you think are worth mentioning specifically?
Well, the battery, right, and also the memory, the RAM,
Mm,
the speed of the phone. They want a seamless experience on their phone, right? So we are giving them better RAMs on their phone with better memory on their phone, so they can have speed and storage, right? So they can save more pictures, download more music, and this is coming from, especially like I said, from the A10, for example. It's already a 32 gig phone, so it means the lowest phones of the A's is already at 32 gig, which is huge. It's huge for us, and to come with these innovations in the Caribbean market, especially, and I'm pretty sure the Caribbean will be very happy when we have a full A series lineup in the Caribbean.
okay. And when might we expect that?
Well, I'm sure that you already have the 830 and 850 in your market, and the A10, A20, A70, and A80 will continue on this third quarter that's coming up. You'll have them in your market.
Okay. And the third quarter being the the June to the July to September?
Correct, around those dates.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's something to look forward to. All right. So Gianmarco, we're probably going to begin to wrap up now. And I think one of the things that at least I want to just have us quickly focus on, granted that we've probably spoken about quite a bit of it, is what do you think is next for Samsung over the next 2-3 years, and how might the Caribbean region be affected by those plans?
Well, Samsung pulls all the stops to bring life to truly connect the world with the user, a centric AI. We believe that AI is a key future growth over the driver, and we pledge to invest, like I said, billions of dollars over the next 3 years. And there's no technology company better suited than us, than Samsung, to shape a new era, you might say, of connected living and touch the lives of our consumers in the society that grows through AI. And the reason why, like I said before, we sell over 500 million devices globally each year, and our vision has become to, that our devices with AI will become reality. And we are extremely excited globally that what is to come in these 3 years in AI and in our technology, and with 5G. The technology that we're going to implement with 5G will give us a range of other things that we can innovate and introduce in our markets, in a smartphone market, of course.
Absolutely. I think on that note, Gianmarco, I have no further questions at this point in time. Thank you so much. Samsung is, as we know, is a brand that is well loved within the region, and I'm just so happy that we've been able to connect and just begin to have a discussion about the company. Certainly, in terms of the smartphone segment, as you and I both know, Samsung does so many other things that, suffice it to say, probably have not been introduced into the Caribbean market. And I do hope that in time, those things also gain some traction because they are also very good products.
Yes, correct. We are looking forward. We have our eyes in the Caribbean. We are extremely happy with the Caribbean, with our sales and the market share that we have. As you said, we have spoken about every aspect of what's coming and what's going on right now and what happened last year in the Samsung business. And we hope you guys hope also the Caribbean that you will receive us like you always had with your arms open with whatever is coming up next. And we will start introducing, like you said, new technology with the Note 10 coming right now in the third quarter, and also all of our A series, which you guys, I'm pretty sure the Caribbean will be extremely enthusiastic about.
Excellent. So thank you once again, Gianmarco, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you have a great Friday, and I hope to speak to you again. Thank you so much.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening to the ICT Pulse podcast. You can find links to some of the things we talked about on our website, ict-pulse.com. If you like this episode, please show your support by leaving us a review on iTunes, as it will help others find the show. You can email us at info@ict-pulse.com or drop us a note on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ICTPulse, or via Twitter @ICTPulse. We hope you'll join us again for our next episode. Take care.